There are many factors that affect parenting in this 21st century. Many challenges that affect parents while they're on this parenting journey, especially for immigrant parents. We'll be looking at five of these factors that affect parenting in the 21st century, and then we'll be looking at ways that we can get the best result, acknowledging that these factors are present, they are there, but would help ourselves to know the right way to go about each of these challenges. Hi there, welcome or welcome back again to Elevate with T. Thank you for your support of my last video. And like I said in today's video, we are looking at five factors that affect parenting in the 21st century. The very first factor we'll be discussing today is the rising cost of living. This has become a global issue. The cost of living is rising every day. And this then means that parents are working so hard to make ends meet. Sometimes they have to work two jobs to be able to, provide the needs for the family. The basic needs like shelter, food, and clothing, which a family needs to survive. But in the journey of parenting, we need to strike a balance so that we do not go through all of this hard work and neglect the children, or we miss out on spending quality time with our children. So there must be communication between the parents on ways that they can balance the hustle, and still be able to spend quality time with the children. If you can think it, if you can deliberate on it, it is possible. It can be done. So, if quality time being spent with the children is not on the agenda, then there won't be, the parents will not see the need for them to come up with ways that they would be there for their children. So, communication, knowing that it is essential in the journey of parenting to spend and have time for the children, irrespective of still trying to make ends meet. That will go a long way in helping. The second factor that is affecting parenting is the lack of community. The popular saying that goes, it takes a community, it takes a village to raise a child, is very true. And for a lot of parents, they are miles away from family and people that they trust, people that would readily come in handy to help, in supporting and also helping in the parenting of children. Most of us are outside of our home countries and far away from loved ones that we can trust. But how do we then deal with this challenge? We would have to find community amongst the friends, amongst the people that we surround ourselves with. You need to find families that have the same value as yours. They have the same um, understanding that intentional parenting is important. And then you build this community for yourself. Remember, knowledge is power. So you know that, okay, I'm far from my family, I'm far from my loved ones, but I'm going to make the best of my situation. And that is by surrounding yourself with the right set of people that you share the same values, that you share the same goals, that are people that are intentional in parenting, and you surround yourself with that community. That would help. The third factor or challenge that we face as parents is the technology and social media. Our children now have access to technology. They have access to different gadgets, and they stay on those devices. A way to deal with this factor will be that you put in place restrictions and controls. So, and then there's a limited time that your child can be on a device. So they know that these devices are controlled, and even at that, you are still monitoring what they are looking at, because it's not everything that is marked for children that is actually for children. So you are paying close attention to what they are looking at and for how long they are looking at it. There should be a particular time that the internet, or access to the internet will shut down. The children should be aware that they cannot sit with their device all day long. Another way to deal with this challenge is by making sure that you are engaging your children in different activities. Is it extracurricular activities? Is it, going out, running errands? And you must also instill in them the fact that when they are out of the house, they do not go out with gadgets. They must be ready to meet people, to socialize, to learn, even while they go about, the activity that they are doing. It is very important. And if we can put these restrictions and control in place, it would help our parenting. The third factor that affects parenting in the 21st century is discipline method. We cannot close our eyes to the fact that discipline is very important in parenting. I would like to say that you must instill discipline in your children very early on in their lives, so that when they now grow, they won't depart from it. Even the Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. We must instill this discipline in our children from a very young age. And how do you discipline your children? Which discipline style must you adopt to be able to parent intentionally? Remember in my previous video about the secret to parenting, I mentioned you must know your child. You must know their personality type. If you understand your child, then you will know what they love, and you'll be able to use that to put in the right discipline method. Children also have their 5 love languages. Do you know your children's love language? If you know your child, you'll be able to adopt a method by which you withdraw that thing that they like, and then you are able to get the job done. You are able to discipline them in a way that it would work for each child. So discipline is not uh, one method fits all. No, each child has their own um, likes, dislikes, love languages, and knowing this would help you to be able to discipline your child accordingly. The fifth factor that affects parenting in today's world is our environment. The truth is, a lot of us have moved from our home countries, and we are now faced with different cultures, different traditions, and that somehow affects our parenting style. How then do we deal with this challenge? We must uphold our traditions, our cultures, no matter where we are. You need to let your children never lose their identity, never lose their value. Of course, while doing that, they are tolerant of other people's culture and they are respectful of it. But we must uphold our heritage, we must uphold our culture, we must eat our food, we must speak our language to our children, and let them be aware of who they are. Let them know that their uniqueness is what sets them apart. They are not less in any way. So the environment that we live in shouldn't, in as much as it has its own challenges, but we still we operate in it by making sure that our children know who they are, they uphold their identity, they do not lose their own culture, their heritage, and that will help us as we parent these children. I know that there are other factors that would affect parenting in the 21st century, and I would like for us to continue this conversation in the comment section. Is there any challenge that you have faced firsthand as a parent and you have been able to navigate through it? Please share in the comment section. Let us see how you were able to come out of it so that other parents can also learn. Or are there experiences that you have seen in other people and you feel like it would be beneficial to share? Please do so so that we can all learn together. Nobody is perfect here. There is no perfect parent. We are all learning and we are all in this journey. So let's continue this conversation in the comment section and let us elevate together. Thank you again for staying with me up until now. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like, comment, and share. I would really appreciate that. And also click on that notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when I drop a new video. And until my next video, I want to say a big thank you and God bless.